Hey guys, it's Shannon. I'm so excited to be partnering with Home Chef again to bring you another Cook With Me video. So this is my second Home Chef box, and if you missed my first video, I will link that down below. And I'm not sure about you, but after the hustle and bustle of the holidays, I'm ready to slow down, and Home Chef is a great way to make home-cooked meals simple and easy. So what I love most about Home Chef is that you actually get to choose your meals, and you can choose on their website, and they also have an app, so it makes it really easy to go through and choose what fits best for your family. And then a cute little box like this will show up at your front door with all of the ingredients as well as the recipes that you need to create those wonderful home-cooked meals. So for today's video, I'm going to unbox this to show you all the great things that came for our meals. And then I'm also going to create a couple of those recipes for you. So let's get started. So the first thing on top when you first open your box are your recipes. And the two we've chosen for this week are sirloin steak and blue cheese compound butter with green beans and roasted fingerling potatoes, and also broccoli cheddar crusted chicken with Parmesan roasted potatoes. Then next you open up your cooler part and all of your ingredients are inside. And another thing that I love about Home Chef is that your meals are packaged together. So all the ingredients that you'll need for the sirloin steak with blue cheese compound is all in this bag. So they're not all loose in the box where you have to kind of dig through and find what you need. They're all together and portioned out for you. So we have ours set up that we would like serving 4 serving size instead of just 2 serving size. So we have 2 bags here. Each one is 2 servings. So now all of the bags have all of your produce, your fresh produce, and your dairy items. And then underneath a piece of cardboard to protect all of your items is your meat. And then inside a protective bag is your meat. So you have your chicken individually wrapped as well as the steaks are individually wrapped, which I really like because that makes it easy. If you're gonna put these in the freezer, you can quickly thaw them, and it just makes it nice for when it's time for preparation. And here's a close-up look of the ingredients. I wanted to show you how nice of quality it is and also how nicely packaged it is. So these are 12-ounce steaks here. We also have our blue cheese, and it even goes all the way down to the butter. We have some cloves of garlic, some green beans, our potatoes, and our green onions. And here's a close-up look at the ingredients that we'll be using to make the broccoli cheddar crusted chicken. These are the boneless, skinless chicken breast. We have our potatoes, shredded cheese, broccoli, more cloves of garlic, cream cheese, and grated Parmesan cheese. We're gonna start with the broccoli cheddar crusted chicken recipe. I started with all of my ingredients and tools and utensils laid out and ready to go. Your recipe card will tell you all of the things that you'll need, so it makes it really simple and easy. You'll also need a few ingredients from around the house, like olive oil, cooking spray, and salt and pepper. Quickly read through your recipe so that your cooking goes a little bit quicker. I prepped the baking sheet with foil, cooking spray, and preheated my oven to 425 degrees. Now it's time to prep your potatoes. I peeled most of the skin off and then diced them into bite-sized pieces before adding them to the baking sheet, adding olive oil and some salt and pepper, mixing them up, spreading them out, and then popping them into the oven. You want to let these cook for about 20 minutes. While these are baking, we're going to work on the broccoli cheddar mixture. So I just rinsed my broccoli and then patted them dry and then cut them into bite-sized pieces. I also prepped my garlic by mincing it and adding it to a smaller bowl to hold for later use. To cook the broccoli, I heated some olive oil up in a pan and then added the broccoli that I had previously cut up. I stirred it and cooked it for about 5 to 7 minutes. With the broccoli still hot, I transferred it after it was done cooking into a mixing bowl, and then added my cream cheese, my shredded cheese, and a pinch of salt. Since the broccoli was still warm from cooking, it blended together nicely and melted into a nice broccoli cheddar mixture. Then it was time for the potatoes to come out of the oven. I added my minced garlic and Parmesan cheese. Make sure to give your potatoes a stir and then reinsert them into the oven to finish cooking for another 10 to 15 minutes. And now on to the chicken. I made sure to rinse my chicken and then pat them dry. Then I transferred the chicken breast into a pan with hot olive oil and let them cook on this side for 2 to 3 minutes. Next, we want to flip these over and let them cook for another 2 to 3 minutes. And then you're going to add your cheddar broccoli mixture onto the top of those cooked chicken breasts. And you kind of want to push down so it adheres the toppings and gives your chicken that crust. And last, I transferred the chicken into a baking dish and put it in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes for the chicken to finish cooking. Then it was time to plate our meal. Simple as that. We have a beautiful and tasty broccoli cheddar chicken with Parmesan potatoes. It was a beautiful meal and it was definitely family approved. This chicken recipe was delicious, and I'm not sure what Home Chef's secret is to their chicken, but it is the most delicious chicken we have ever cooked, and we have not been disappointed with either chicken recipes that we received. And now we're going to move on to the sirloin steak with blue cheese compound butter recipe. Again, I have all of my supplies and ingredients laid out. I love this because it makes it so much more quick to cook and prepare your food as you go along. Before you get started, you want to make sure that you rinse and dry all of your produce, and then you can move on to prepping your ingredients. So I'm just mincing some garlic here, chopping up the green onion, and then cutting the potatoes in half. And here I am just snipping off the ends of the fresh green beans, and you can see here how beautiful all of our prepped ingredients look. Again, we're going to start by getting our potatoes into the oven to cook, so I just added some salt and pepper and olive oil, mixing that all together before popping it into a 400-degree oven for 18 to 20 minutes. And now we're just going to work on the blue cheese butter. I'm emptying the butter that was provided into a mixing bowl, along with the blue cheese, some of the garlic that we minced earlier, as well as the green onion. And I'm mixing this together, and then I pat out a little bit onto a dish for later use, and I put those into the refrigerator so they could set up. And now on to the steaks. I just rinsed them and patted them dry, added salt and pepper to both sides before adding it to a hot pan with some olive oil. And now you're going to cook your steaks for 5 to 7 minutes per side, and you want to make sure that you check the temperature and that it's at least 145 degrees or to the degree of your preferred doneness. Then it was time to remove the potatoes from the oven. Those were nice and done already. And then we're going to, once the steaks are cooked, we're going to put those on our plate and add a foil tent over them to keep them hot and to keep them from drying out. And then it was time to work on the green beans. So I'm just heating some more olive oil up in my pan and adding the rest of our minced garlic to here. And I'm cooking it for about 30 seconds before I add the green beans in. Then I added a couple tablespoons of water to the green beans and added the lid to the top. and let them cook for about 6 to 8 minutes. And our meal is completely ready to go, and it was so incredibly delicious. Everything was so flavorful and it was so beautiful on the plate. It really was a joy to cook and even more of a joy to eat. Thank you again to Home Chef for partnering with me to bring you this great DIY cooking video. They are offering my viewers an exclusive offer of $30 off your first Home Chef meal kit box using the code DailyDIY30. So I will have more details about that in the description box below. I hope you'll give this video a thumbs up for me. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I do DIY tutorials every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.